Namaste friends, it's Christina with Bhakti Yoga. So today we're going to be working with the wall, and sometimes it can be intimidating to take a moment to step off your mat and come to a wall, especially if you're in a class that's a pretty vigorous flow class. But also keep in mind that the practice isn't about competing with anybody else in the class, it's about yourself. And at times we need to take a step back and we need to reassess where we're at. And sometimes using the wall is an essential tool to help us benefit and really receive the nectar of what we're looking for in each asana practice. So we're not going to use any other props with the exception of the wall today. And then as we progress, we'll introduce more props, we'll introduce the blocks, we'll introduce the blankets, and how we utilize these tools with the juxtaposition of using the wall. The only prop you're going to need is your sticky mat. So just grab your yoga mat to help you with some gripping, and this is where we begin. Let's come to our mat, and from this space, you're going to want to be about arm's distance from the wall to start. We'll begin a very gentle flow today, and then as we continue to develop our series, we'll add on to the flow. So the sequences will be longer and longer. Eventually you can mix and match what you're learning, and then eventually take what you've learned from the wall away from the wall. So let's begin. We'll begin with taking the arms up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, let the hands slide down the wall so they're about shoulder height. Now press your hands into the wall. Notice that your body has now come a little bit slightly forward, so you're at about a tiny little lean, a mini plank pose per se. As you come into this space, let's go ahead and slide the hands up the wall here. Take them about shoulder distance, maybe a little bit wider, and then push actively into the pointer finger and the thumb. Roll the shoulders away from the ears so that the shoulder blades want to draw down your back, and you want to lift your chest. It's almost as though you had suction cups on your fingers and you were pulling yourself up the wall like Spider-Man. And then from here, you're going to want to slide your tushy back and begin to take your tushy back a little bit more, and notice we're beginning to make our way into modified downward facing dog. Now your feet. Heel toe your feet apart about hip distance, and then press into the outside edges of your feet by lifting through the inner arches. Bend the knees slightly, take your butt back a little bit more. Now drip your belly up and in and drip your chest down. Good. Now roll the shoulder blades back, keep those little Spider-Man suction cups on the wall. Now look down towards the ground here and take 3 breaths. Now this particular variation of down dog is a nice way to get a nice deep stretch through the shoulders and through the upper back. A different modification is to begin to slide your hands down, so now they're about shoulder height, and then from here you might want to step back slightly, depending on your body proportion, so that your hips are over your heels. From here you're going to gaze down so that the ears go between the arms. So you're creating the letter L. And then on your next breath, we're going to roll ourselves up so the shoulders are over the wrist, press that pelvic floor forward, and now we're in plank pose. Now from here, if your hands are slightly wider than shoulder distance, go ahead and walk them in ever so slightly. And then we're going to bend the elbows like we're doing a push-up, and your heels are going to lift. And then exhale, push that wall away from you. So it's a pretty strong pose. Exhale, modified push-up, squeeze the elbows in, and then exhale, push back, plank. Exhale, lower, squeeze the belly up and in. You might come up off of your heels, and then exhale, press back. This next time, I'm going to invite you to walk your feet together, squeeze your butt, zip up through your lower belly, bend the elbows, let your chest come towards the wall. Now from here, like Spider-Man, little fingers, suction cup, lift up, squeeze your butt, you're going to create a curve, and then from here, push that wall away from you, look up, lean back slightly, cobra. On your exhale, you're going to roll yourself back, so the tushy is going to go towards the back of the room, you're going to push your hands into the wall, and draw your belly button in, and now we're in downward dog. Again, inhale, roll up, plank pose. Exhale, squeeze everything into one line, Bend the elbows, hug them by your ribs. Inhale, slide up, look up. Exhale, roll it back. Articulate the spine here. And then head between the arms. This last time, we're going to add on now, so we're going to roll it back into plank pose. Exhale, bend the elbows, come to the wall. Inhale, roll up, look up. Exhale, roll it back. Shoulders roll back, head between the arms, gaze down. Inhale, lift the right leg, even if your just toes touching the ground. And then draw your knee in towards your chest. And then exhale, extend the leg back. And then draw your knee in towards your chest. Keep long in the spine, extend the leg long, bring your knee in towards your chest. Last time, extend the leg long, and bring your knee into your chest. Step your right foot forward to the toes, brace the wall at the edge, bend into the front knee. Your back foot, you can turn so that the toes are pointing out about 45 degrees. Here we are in Warrior One. Begin to crawl the arms up the wall. If you'd like to lift the arms up and stay here for 3 breaths. For 2. And for 1. On your next breath, slide your hands back down so that they're shoulder distance. Push the wall away from you, belly up and in. Strong back leg. Step your right foot to meet your left. Come back, plank pose. Exhale, bend the elbows, draw your chest towards the wall, head towards the wall. Inhale, peel yourself up, press the hips forward, lean back, look up. Exhale, tailbone back, roll through the spine, and let your head come between your arms. Inhale, peel yourself up to plank pose. Lift the left leg up. Next breath, draw it in towards your chest. Exhale, extend it long. Inhale, take it in. Exhale, extend it long. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, extend it long. Next time we bring it up, pause, and then step your foot so the toes creep up the edge of the wall. Push into the ball of your foot, get a stretch in those toesies, and then bring your knee over your ankle. Your back foot, if you need to hop a little bit forward, press your foot down, toes out, press into your back heel, press the arms into the wall. Now bend into the front knee until you notice that it's going to be over your ankle, and you can look down and take a peek at that. From here, you can keep your arms where they are, or again, walk your arms up the wall, press into the pinky edge of your hand. Good, roll the shoulder blades back and down. Maybe you play with lifting one arm up. Maybe you play with lifting both arms up. Now you're in full Warrior One. And then on your last breath, we're going to take the hands back to the wall, slide them down, stir about shoulder distance. And then exhale, lift up. Inhale, exhale, press back. Good. Now we're going to take our flow. Bend at the elbows, bring your heart down. Inhale, peel yourself up, push the wall away from you. And exhale, slide your hood tushy back, head between the arms. From here, zip up through your tummy, reach the arms up and away from the wall. Exhale, clear the space, hands down by your sides. Excellent. Very good. Our next series will add on to that. We'll keep practicing that to build the strength. This is also known as chaturanga, which we just worked on. Chaturanga is when we come into plank pose. And then from here we come into low push-up. And then we peel ourselves up into the cobra. And then we make our way into downward facing dog. So it's what we would call like a full flow, or what we would say chaturanga dandasana in a typical vinyasa class. Hope this was very helpful for you. Continue to practice. Don't give up. And always, if you have any questions, please email me, and I'll be happy to create a video specifically for you. Namaste.